you forget names. You forget where you kept your phone. Sometimes you even forget why you walked into a room. And then you laugh it off, saying, "Oh, my memory is getting weak." But what if I told you, your memory is not weak at all? It's just untrained. Because the truth is, the human brain has more power than any computer ever built. It can store millions of pieces of information, create memories, and connect emotions, all at once. The only problem is, most of us never learn how to train it. You train your body to get stronger. You train your voice to sound better. But how often do you train your mind? The secret of memory is this. It's not about how much information you collect. It's about how well you connect that information. And in this journey, I'm going to share with you 15 powerful brain exercises that can transform your memory, sharpen your focus, and rewire your mind for success. Not just to remember names or facts, but to remember your dreams, your goals, and the life you want to build. Let's begin. But before we dive in, I want you to promise one thing. Don't just listen to these exercises. Practice them. Because real change doesn't happen when you hear something inspiring. It happens when you act on it. Exercise 1. Visualization power. Our brain doesn't remember words easily. It remembers pictures. When you imagine something clearly, you create a powerful memory link. For example, if I tell you to remember the word apple, and you just repeat it, you'll forget it in minutes. But if you close your eyes and see a bright red apple in your hand, its color, its smell, the bite sound, you'll remember it instantly. Visualization is not just imagination, it's mental photography. Every time you learn something new, create a picture in your mind. Make it funny, colorful, and emotional, because emotions are glue for memory. When you visualize, you don't just see, you feel. And when you feel, your brain remembers. Try this daily. Before sleeping, visualize the key moments of your day. See them as a short movie. Where were you, what you did, who you met. This 5-minute habit will gradually improve your recall and sharpen your observation power. Because a brain that visualizes, remembers. Exercise 2. Teach what you learn. The fastest way to remember something is to teach it. When you explain an idea to someone else, your brain organizes the information, connects it, and reinforces it deeply. It's like this. When you study to pass an exam, you use short-term memory. But when you study to teach, you use long-term memory. So whenever you learn something new, a quote, a story, a lesson, share it with someone. Tell a friend. Explain it to your younger sibling. Post it online. Because every time you teach, you double your learning. Remember this. Those who share knowledge never forget it. Exercise 3. The Memory Palace Technique. This one is ancient, used by Greek philosophers and modern memory champions. Imagine your home. Each room becomes a memory room. For example, your main door, the first idea. Your kitchen, the second. Your living room, the third. Now, when you want to remember a list, say, milk, bread, eggs, toothpaste. Place each item in a room mentally. Imagine the milk bottle dancing near the door. The bread sitting on your sofa. The toothpaste singing in your bathroom. When you walk through your house in your mind, you'll recall everything, easily. Because your brain remembers locations faster than random data. This exercise rewires your recall system and increases focus naturally. Exercise 4. Use all your senses. Your brain has 5 entry doors: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and touch. The more doors you use, the stronger the memory becomes. If you're studying, don't just read silently, speak it, write it, hear it. When you eat something new, don't just taste, notice its smell, texture, and color. Each sense adds a memory layer. That's why childhood memories are so strong. Because we felt, saw, heard, and lived those moments completely. The key is to experience life fully, not half-aware. When you live with all senses open, your brain stays alive and unforgettable. Exercise 5. Break the routine. Your brain loves novelty. It grows when it meets something new. When every day feels the same, your mind becomes sleepy. So, change your route to work. Try a new recipe. Brush your teeth with your opposite hand. Read a different book. Each small change forces your brain to wake up, create new pathways, and stay alert. Remember, a lazy routine makes a lazy mind. But curiosity makes your brain young forever. Exercise 6. Learn a new skill. Learning keeps your brain alive. When you try something new, a language, instrument, or even cooking, your neurons build new connections. Studies show that people who keep learning even in their 50s, 60s, or 70s stay mentally sharp much longer. It doesn't matter what you learn. What matters is that your brain keeps growing. So choose one thing this month, maybe Spanish, guitar, painting, or coding. Don't worry about perfection. Worry about progress. Because every new skill is a gym workout for your memory. Exercise 7. Sleep smartly. You might not realize this, but your brain never sleeps. It just reorganizes. When you sleep well, your brain sorts out all the memories, keeps the important ones, and clears the noise. But when you sleep late or rest poorly, your recall gets weaker, your focus drops, and your emotions take over your logic. So if you really want a stronger memory, protect your sleep. No phone 1 hour before bed. No heavy food late at night. Just quiet time, maybe some light reading, reflection, or gratitude. Because memory grows in silence. And silence begins when the day ends. You see, memory is not a gift, it's a skill. And every skill can be trained. If you practice just these 7 exercises for the next 21 days, you'll start noticing small changes. You'll remember things faster. You'll focus longer. You'll feel mentally lighter. But we're not done yet. In the next part, we'll go even deeper. We'll unlock more advanced techniques. How to remember numbers, names, and goals. How to train your focus, and how to reprogram your subconscious mind for extraordinary memory. So take a breath. Reflect on what you've learned today. Because this is not just about boosting memory. It's about mastering your mind. And when you master your mind, you master your life. The Advanced Mind Training Journey. In the last part, we explored how simple daily habits like visualization, teaching, and changing your routine can rewire your mind. But now, it's time to go deeper. Because your brain is not just a memory box, it's a living muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it grows. So take a deep breath. Because from here on, you'll begin to understand what most people never learn. How to train your brain for lifelong focus, memory, and clarity. Exercise 8. Meditation and mindfulness training. Your brain remembers what it notices. But in today's noisy world, attention has become rare. We scroll, we switch, we multitask, and our mind loses its sharpness. That's why the most powerful exercise for memory isn't reading or repetition, it's stillness. When you meditate, you train your brain to focus on one thing at a time. You build the muscle of attention, and that's where memory begins. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Close your eyes. Focus on your breathing. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. When your thoughts wander, bring them back gently. This small act strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for focus, decision-making, and memory storage. You'll soon notice your concentration improves, stress lowers, and information sticks longer. Because a calm mind remembers better than a busy one. Exercise 9. Brain-boosting nutrition. What you feed your body builds your strength. What you feed your brain builds your memory. You can't expect your brain to perform like a supercomputer if you're running on junk food and sugar. Certain foods are scientifically proven to improve memory and mental energy. Like blueberries, walnuts, avocados, eggs, and fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids. Drink enough water, because even mild dehydration can shrink your brain's performance by 10 to 15%. And remember, breakfast isn't just fuel for the body, it's fuel for the brain. Feed your brain with colors, vitamins, and natural foods. Because your thoughts come from what you eat. Exercise 10. Memory through movement. Your brain and body are best friends. Every time you move your body, you feed your brain. Studies show that exercise increases the production of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a special protein that helps your brain form new connections. That means walking, dancing, cycling, or even stretching helps your memory. You don't need a gym to grow smarter. Just 30 minutes of daily physical activity can double your memory potential. Next time you feel mentally tired, don't grab your phone. Go for a walk. Your brain will thank you for it. Exercise 11. The power of reading. Reading is the ultimate brain workout. Every time you read, your brain translates symbols into meaning, pictures, and emotions. It builds imagination, focus, and deep memory layers. But don't just read fast, read mindfully. When you find a line that touches you, pause. Repeat it. Reflect on it. Make notes in your own words, because writing strengthens recall. And here's a secret, read out loud sometimes. It activates both the hearing and speaking centers of your brain, multiplying your memory retention. A reader lives 1,000 lives, and remembers every lesson. Exercise 12. The chunking technique. Our brain struggles with long, unorganized data. But it loves patterns. If I give you a random 10-digit number, you'll forget it. But if I group it like a phone number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0, you'll remember easily. That's chunking. Whenever you study, group information into small logical sets. Instead of memorizing 20 words, make 4 groups of 5 connected ideas. For example, if you're learning new vocabulary, group words by theme, emotions, places, colors, actions. Your brain will thank you, because chunking reduces load and boosts recall instantly. Exercise 13. Association and linking. The brain remembers stories, not random facts. So the next time you want to remember something, connect it to something you already know. Want to remember the name, Rose? Imagine a rose flower on that person's head. Want to recall the capital of France? Picture the Eiffel Tower made of letters. When you create weird or funny connections, your brain pays attention. Because the stranger the image, the stronger the memory. This simple linking trick turns boring data into living pictures in your mind. Exercise 14. Journaling and reflection. Every night, before you sleep, take 5 minutes and write 3 things. What you learned today. What made you feel grateful. What you want to remember tomorrow. Writing slows your thoughts down and translates experiences into memories. It's not about keeping a diary, it's about keeping a record of your mind. When you write, your thoughts become clearer. And clarity is the foundation of memory. You'll be amazed how, after weeks, small details come back to you effortlessly. Because you took time to reflect. Exercise 15. Positive emotional rehearsal. Emotions are powerful memory anchors. That's why you still remember your happiest day, or your saddest. So why not use emotions to strengthen your memory positively? Before a big task, exam, or performance, Visualize success. Feel the joy, the pride, the confidence. Your brain stores that feeling. And when the real moment comes, it triggers that memory, helping you perform better. This is not imagination, it's emotional training. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined success and a real one. So every morning, rehearse positivity. Train your brain to expect success, not failure. Because the more you feel confident, the more your brain delivers confidence. Now you've learned all 15 brain exercises. From visualization and teaching, to movement, meditation, and emotional rehearsal. But remember this. Knowing is not enough. Knowledge is like a seed. If you don't water it with daily action, it never grows. So start small. Pick 3 exercises from today and make them your daily routine. Maybe visualize before bed. Journal at night. And move your body every morning. Do this for 21 days. And you'll notice your thinking becoming clearer, your focus stronger, your energy higher. Because the secret to a powerful memory is not doing more. It's doing consistently. You are not forgetful. You are not weak. You are simply waiting to discover your brain's real power. Every great scientist, speaker, and leader you admire, they all practice mind training daily. And now, it's your turn. Imagine a version of yourself who remembers everything you read, who learns faster, speaks confidently, and never loses focus. That version of you is real. And it's waiting inside your mind, ready to awaken. Train your brain. Feed your memory. And never stop learning. Because the moment you train your mind, you change your life. If you found this message powerful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because when you help others grow, your own memory grows stronger too. Stay consistent. Stay curious. And remember, your brain becomes what you train it to be.